Hey everyone, how's it going? This is Jeremy aka Zarjarambe back again with another video on Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle. On the JP side, we just got the announcement for the Extreme Z Battle and Extreme Z Awakening for the Tech Masked Saiyan, or the Super Dragon Ball Heroes Bardock. We're going to be talking about the details for the Extreme Z Battle as well as the post-Extreme Z Awaken stats and buffs that this unit will be getting. We'll also be talking about the effective category as well as the date for when this event will go live. So we'll get to all that information here in a minute, but real quick, make sure you're checking out those links in the description below to support me over on my social media pages, and also join the Discord chat because we've got an awesome community of people playing Dokkan Battle, Dragon Ball Legends, and Genshin Impact. So if you're looking to trade friend codes, get any in-game help, or just discuss any of the game content, that is a great place to do that, so I look forward to seeing you over there. If you haven't done so already, consider hitting that red subscribe button and that notification bell to stay up to date on future content like this. Drop a like on the video and comment down below if you have any questions or comments. So let's go ahead and hop right over to the Dokkan Wiki. So we'll start by kind of looking at his prior to Extreme Z Awaken stats, so you can kind of see this unit is a little outdated. I'm not going to go over the whole thing. If you want to pause the video and take a look, there's not really that much going on here with the unit. But something you will know is, this unit for both the JP and the global side has been, it's been out for 3 years. It's an old unit, so it is definitely time for some of these older units to be getting their awakenings, and that is very nice. They're Extreme Z Awakenings, Dokkan Awakenings, and that's something that we're seeing with this celebration right now that's going on the JP side. The Time Travelers category is getting some buffs with some Dokkan Awakenings, this Extreme Z Awakening, and some other things, so really nice there. So let's go ahead and hop over and look at his Extreme Z Awaken stats. So his leader skill's not too crazy. It's going to be an all types Ki plus 3 HP attack and defense plus 80%, which, is still sort of usable, when you're taking on Dokkan Battlefield and you don't have any other leaders that you can take in. All types Ki plus 3 HP attack and defense plus 80% isn't horrible, but of course we have, 150, 170% leads right now in the game, and 80% is very negligible as far as going into most of the events, but it's not completely useless, so not too bad there. But the main thing that we can see here is his super attack and passive is getting a very nice buff. So the super attack, he's going to infinitely stack attack and defense with each super attack, while also lowering attack and defense for the enemy. So of course, as we all know, the longer events like Infinite Dragon Ball History, the Legendary Goku event, and some other events like that, it's going to be really useful to have an infinite defense and attack stacking unit, because you're going to hit harder and tank quite well as you get later on in the event. Now, passive skill, attack defense plus 100% plus an additional Ki plus 1 and attack plus 50% when facing 2 or less enemies, with an additional Ki plus 1 attack and defense plus 30% when facing only 1 enemy. So he's going to be really useful when you're taking on 2 or less enemies, because you can get quite a few buffs there. And you can see the 3 categories that he has here: Pure Saiyans, Time Travelers, and Goku's family. Now, most of Goku's family units are super type, so almost all of them are super type. So with him being an extreme type unit, I don't see him really, linking up too well for the most part. So he can be used on Goku's family, but Pure Saiyans and Time Travelers is really where he's going to shine. Pure Saiyans, because of all of his link skills here, you can see Saiyan Warrior Race, Saiyan Lineage, and a few other ones. It's just really going to be nice to have some links with that. But the only reason why Pure Saiyans would be a little bit less of a likely place for this unit is because there are already a lot of great Pure Saiyans category units that do a lot of great things that I don't know if it's really worth trading this guy out for. If you are missing some, or if you have some gaps in your Pure Saiyans team, absolutely worth bringing him in. But if you have some of the better units, I would say Time Travelers category is what is going to be the best fit for this unit, in my opinion. And that's because Time Travelers category isn't horrible, but they could use some good units with things like infinite attack and defense stacking, and some of these nice passive buffs that you get when you're facing 2 or less enemies and stuff like that, because some of the harder events you do face 2 or less enemies. I'd say there's a good percentage of the game that is, 1 to 2 enemies, but anyway, just he'll be a good unit to put on any of the, I'd say Pure Saiyans and Time Travelers again, but he can still work on Goku's family. But anyway, let's go ahead and take a look at the Extreme Z Battle details We currently don't have all of the information. I'll try to put a video out a little later when his Extreme Z Battle actually drops to talk about team builds and stuff like that. But Revenge category is going to be the effective category, and it will drop on 5 November, which is here in a couple days for the second part of the JP celebration, pretty much, that's going on right now. So unfortunately, we don't have all of the details for the additional damage reduction and stuff like that he'll get against your units, but my guess is probably going to be, he gets if I were to take a stab, maybe an 80% damage reduction against all extreme type units, and then, maybe they might keep super int will probably not be affected because they usually keep type effective. The type effectiveness will still be something you want to use. So I could see super int, maybe something like super tech or something like that, but then probably everything else will have an 80% damage reduction. But we'll see there. It might be a little different than that, but I can it's highly likely that the extreme type units won't be very useful after stage 20 like they usually do with these Extreme Z battles. So of course stages 1 through 30 are going to get us 30 Dragon Stones. We'll probably have some special missions. Let's go ahead and take a look at the Revenge category. So the Revenge category, the only lead unit for that right now is the AGL Transforming Bardock, which I think is really fitting. Bardock taking on Bardock pretty much. And you'll see that, most of the Bardock units are in the Revenge category, if not all of them, really. So you can see, again, I'm gonna kind of count out the extreme type units for this one. Because, pretty much after level 20, I can see these extreme type units really getting some quite the debuffs. But the super type units will likely be unaffected, or some of them will be unaffected. So we have a couple of LRs we can use there. But let's take a look. I'm almost positive that the super int type units will be unaffected, and you can see all of these guys here. We have the Super Saiyan 3 Bardock, a Super Saiyan Bardock, as well as some Extreme Z Awakenable units with the Super Saiyan Future Trunks and the Ultimate Gohan. You've got the Dragon Ball Saga Goku, the Kid Goku, the free-to-play Ultimate Gohan. We've got the Android 16. I mean, there's a lot of good units. So if you have a lot of these guys, you might be able to build a full Super Int Revenge category team, and this might be a super easy Extreme Z battle. You can I'll just breeze through here. You can kind of see some of the other units that you have for the Revenge category, but we'll see how things go when the details for this actually drop. Again, that'll be 5 November. We'll see everything that we need to know, and we'll be able to be more sure about what the team builds will actually be. But again, this is a very good Extreme Z Awakening for an older unit that is now going to be usable again. I'm not going to say it's the very best Extreme Z Awakening we've ever gotten, but it does make this unit usable again, because I'll be honest, I think I've got this guy rainbowed out on the global side at least, and I don't really use him that much. So this will bring him back into usability, so that's nice to see. Dokkan Battle's taking care of some of the older units and making them not completely worthless, so that's always good. But anyway, that's everything I've got for the video today. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, go ahead and drop a like. Comment down below if you have any questions or comments, and stay tuned. I will try to put that team building video for taking on the event when it actually drops. And again, make sure you're checking out those links in the description below for my social media pages and the Discord chat. And if you haven't done so already, consider hitting that red subscribe button and that notification bell to stay up to date on future content like this. As always, I appreciate each and every one of you guys coming by and checking out the video today, and we'll catch you on the next one. Signing out.